Guys and girls, it's your boy JJ out here. Today we're back with another tutorial and we're going to be focusing on a NARDO WICK type beat that I made. I literally just cooked this up like I say 30 minutes ago and I was like, NARDO WICK 100%, so I thought I'd make a video on it. It's going to be a quick tutorial, to be fair. It's a very simple beat, super stripped, but that's how his stuff is. It's like a very simple repetitive melody, nice simple hard drums. But without being said, let's get into it. First of all, we got a preset from Omnisphere. It's classic nylon guitar because you can't go wrong with that. This is the MIDI that I made. It's a repeating pattern and I just copy and pasted it over to the other side, and the only thing I changed was the root note for the first place here. This is what the melody sounds like. So what I did after I did that, I went to here on the playlist, right clicked it, quick render as audio clip, and then we got this because it saves CPU because my CPU is acting weird on my computer recently. Then what I did for effects, we got ourselves a nice little RC20, you know, VHS preset, just turned off the noise, let the wobble go off, distorted magnetic. We got ourselves an EQ, just cutting off all the lows, and you can't go wrong with a bit of vintage verb. And this is what now the new melody sounds like. That is cold, super icy cold. As well as that, as you can see for the second, as more of the parts of my verse section, I literally just put up the first quarter of the melody and then I just had it loop on repeat for a little verse section to switch it up a bit. And as well as that, I added some reverb. I added some gross beat, and as you can see, my gross beat settings on half speed, and that's also good for like variation within the beat. It's like very slight variation, but it's literally that's all I have for the melody. And with gross beat on, this is what the melody sounds like. Like, that is sounding super dope. You guys cannot forget, right? Before we continue, we get to the drums. You see this thing down here? Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz down below. Because, you know, as I say before, I love you guys and you guys love me. Well, I hope so. Supporting your boy out here, I'd appreciate that a lot from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, enough of me being an idiot. Let's get into the drums. First of all, we got a simple clap pattern. And at the end, I just add a little bit of extra thing here. A little extra clap for variation, and we max the velocities so the clap sounds very crisp when it hits, and this is what it sounds like. Simple pattern for the clap, my dogs. Next up, we got the most intense hi-hat pattern of all time. It's simple, two-step pattern. Two-step, and this is what it sounds like. As you can see, very complex, super, you know, big brain moment. Next up in our pattern, we got the I decided, instead of going with the root notes, I actually decided to go with G. I don't know why, I thought it sounded so much better. Then at the end, made a nice little roll and took it down to the D sharp, let that play out, and then, you know, a little bit of F here and there, because why not? And as per usual, max the velocity out, because you want them drums to be knocking hard, because that's how NARDO WICK does it. Hard drums, simple melody, and simple drums. And that's an easy formula. This is what the 808 sounds like. Hey, that is bussin'. It's a really good pattern. I think it's super simple, does the job, and we'll get onto the kick. Now we got ourselves a nice little kick pattern here. As you can see, quite simple, just copied over all of the main hitting parts of the 808, apart from the rolls. Then I maxed out all the velocities because we want them drums to be knocking. You see, we're in sync out here. And this is what the kick sounds like. And I told you, we keep them drums knocking as always, but super simple. And last but not least, we got ourselves a nice little open hat pattern. As you can see, this pattern just repeats every 2 bars. However, on the second 2 bar, so on the 4 bar, I added this nice little extra one, and I thought it made it a bit more spicy. So this is what it sounds like. Hey, that's a nice little open hat pattern we got here, and I think it just adds a bit more bounce to the beat because, as I said, it's like making food. You know, you got yourself it's like the recipe out here. You got your simple drums, your simple melody, hard knocking drums, and you just throw it all together, and then psh, NARDO WICK beat. Just now, without that all being said, this is what the drums sound like together. You guys have made to the end of the video. You know, I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's been quite short and simple, but that's how his beats be. So, thanks for watching. You'll hear the beat at the end of the video. Take it easy.